Okay, alrighty. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. National Sports Loader here, and welcome back to a brand new video here. As tonight, I'm going to do my 2023 NRL Telstra Premiership Magic Round preview here. Between the Gold Coast Titans and the Premier Eels as well. And if you guys are brand new to the channel as well, please give a like and subscribe here to the channel as well for more loaded content there coming in the near future as well. And lads, it's going to be an incredible round as well of Magic Round as well for 2023. I'm just trying to wait for some people there in the live chat as well to come through, but while we'll wait for them, we're gonna go and straight off rip into the team list as well. So obviously, the Titans there are sitting in 10th place as well, and the Eels as well sitting in 12th place as well. Coming off there from a win there against the Knights as well, pretty dominant there. Overall, there are a couple of missed tackles as well that we need to fix on our defense a bit as well. For the Gold Coast Titans there, I didn't really get to watch the full match there between the Titans and the Sea Eagles, but David Fafita is mainly the main target to target on as well, since he is an absolute machine as well on his day as well. So he has been pretty good there for the season so far, and he is up against I believe Ange Davey, who was going to make his return as well, for the club as well, since he hasn't played a game for us as well back in since 2020, I believe as well, when he had to leave to Manly there the season after this as well, and then he went to the Bulldogs as well, which that failed as well. So he couldn't make a big impact there at the Bulldogs as well, but he is returning where it all started as well at the Eels as well. So we're going to go straight into the team list over here, and I'm going to say hello there in the live chat as well. Hello to TJC Sports as well, and hello to a royal subscriber as well, and also a mod as well. Bosky there in the live chat as well. How is it all going there, lads? I hope you guys are going to enjoy tonight's preview as well, and we're going to go straight into the team list as well. So so the ins there for the Gold Coast Titans there as well is Aaron Screw as well, Keno Kinney, Sam McIntyre, Thomas McKelly, Tom Weaver, and the ins there for us is the big return there, Ange David as well, as what I mentioned there before. Bailey Simonson as well. We'll see on how he does it in the centres as well. Hopefully he's going to do a good job as well. Jack Murchie is in, and Ryan Matson returns as well after a last minute injury as well. I believe when Bryce Cartwright had to replace him there as well against the Knights there for number 12. Adrian Brimson is out, so it looks like Jaden Campbell, he's back at fullback there once again. So the backline there is looking pretty much unchanged as well. For the four pack there for the Gold Coast Titans as well. A big pun, sorry about that. It looks like the 4-pack there for the Gold Coast Titans there as well is looking pretty much the same. For the bench there, it's looking like the same as well, I believe. There are a couple of young blokes as well, like Joe Vuna, I believe, Khalees Haas is Payne Haas's little brother, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. He could be. And yeah, Clark there at number 15, and Cruz Leeming, a former Leeds Rhino player, a matter of fact. And Keno Kinney in the 8 men as well for the Gold Coast Titans as well. And yeah, the halves there, it's looking good as well. Kim Foran, can he step up there for Magic Round for this week? We'll just have to wait and see. For the back on it as well, it's looking pretty good as well with Leo Fiona Keon Perele having an absolute border against the Manly Warringah Eagles as well, scoring a double as well, and we'll see on how he's going to come against Mike Sivo, which is on a much bigger test than what he had to face there as well in the last couple of weeks as well. But he does have some talent there as well with the acrobatics tries as well. So yeah, Sivo, he needs to watch out. For him, he does have a little bit of Xavier Coates in himself as well. Keon Pereira as well. So we'll just have to wait and see. For Jay Campbell, he does have a pretty good pass game as well. He can play a bit of dummy half as well. So we'll just wait and see on how he's going to go there as well, on what type of plays that he's going to bring out on the wings as well, and shift it all on the edges there. And yeah, we'll see on how he does. The talent that he brings into the team, and also the leadership there, and the communication is something not to be underestimated about. With his skills as well, it just makes the Gogo Signs there much more side there. It's not really overlook. I mean, they really they fix the second half issue there against the Seagulls there last week. And we always get a good start. And I feel like we needs to start good, because if we're going to start good against the Titans, that's going to put on a amount of massive pressure there for the Titans there to show up there in the second half. But I believe the Titans they haven't even won in Magic Round yet. So yeah, if the Eels, if they put on the tail there as well over the try line there, it looks like it's going to be a lot tougher for the Titans there to stay in this game as well. But enough bragging on about that. For my team as well, for the team list as well, our fullback there is Clinton Gufferson as well as the skipper as well, King Guffo, and on the wings there is Mike Sivo, and okay, sorry about that. Hang on a sec. Yeah, going well. Bosky said. So on the other wing there is Hayes Dunton as well, and in the centres there it's Bailey Simonson there with Wall Penasini as well. In the halves there it is Dylan Brown and Mitchell Moses as well, and in the 4-pack there it is William Gregg there as well. With Junior Butler there as well, with Josh Hodgson there, a hooker there as well. Sean Lane in the back row there as well, with Andrew Davey there, and Jermaine Hopgood there, back of lock as well. He was absolutely just incredible there, and he's looking like he's going back to his main form than what he was playing for in the first four rounds as well. And yeah, Bryce Curra there, in the utility spot as well. Brandon Hands is still in number 15 as well. Fortunately, I don't know why Bray Alpha doesn't give him a full 80 minutes as well, which he should be dropping Josh Hodgson. In my opinion, he should not be able to taste Magic Round as well, but we'll see on how it goes as well. It's probably going to be the same typical old grandpa type of basic skills there. On Sunday, Ryan Madison, they're on the bench as well, which is nice there for some great impact as well. And speaking of some great impact as well, this man, right, who has been heavily criticised there from many of the Parramatta fan bases there as well, especially myself as well. He's been always studying starting in the number 17 as well. He hasn't been given the good amount of minutes for him to really shine. But last week, holy shit, he has nearly ran 200 and fucking meters. What in the actual world? Like, I don't get it, man. Like, out of nowhere, Makatoa has probably played his best of a game in his career. And if he can continue on to come off the bench like that against the Titans, well, oh my god, we could easily put on 50 on the Titans here as well, the same way as what we did against the Newcastle Knights. But we could do this much more convincingly as well. And Jacob Arthur there, as always there in number 8 in number 18 as well. And that's pretty much the team list as well. And there is the reserves there. Matthew Dory there. Jack Murchie is still in the reserves there, which I'm quite surprised about there as well. I feel like he's been overlooked as well, but you know, it all depends on his fitness there. I guess there behind the scenes. So I mean, I'm not the coach. I'm not Barafa. That's how the team was selected, but I reckon that they were trying to make some room there for Andrew David as well, which is fair. And for the Titans there, you know, yes, show up, screw up, or however you pronounce his last name there. I feel like, it's quite interesting that he hasn't been starting there back in centre there as well. So I don't know what's the big deal with that, on why he's in the reserves there. But yeah, you know, it looks like, you know, he hasn't been that impressive there as well. And I feel like the Justin Holbrook, he hasn't given him that much time there to really try the game to gel into the team as well, since it's a much more different culture than what it is at the Bulldogs as well. So yeah, which is a little bit unfortunate as well for himself there, which I would have loved to see him there in the centres as well. But I feel like he's not really like meeting to the expectations on what everyone expected him to perform like at the start of the season. So yeah, it's tough there for poor old, you know, for poor young Aaron Scrubbed as well. And you know, a bit tough there, but you know, enough of that. You know, like I said before, man, like if we're gonna get a good side as well, then I just reckon we just need to play it simple there as well. But the main issue there as well, you know, that we didn't get to score many more points than we should have against the Newcastle Knights as well. And the reason for that is that, you know, we stopped it passing the ball there to Mike Seaver there as well, which is quite odd, because he's our semi Radraja, which I still rate Radraja much more better than Sevo there as well. And I just have this feeling that Sevo can potentially reach a peak there than what he was there back in 2019. And if we can pass the ball there more to him, I reckon he's going to catch up on the form than what he used to be there back in 2019 as well, when he was the highest try scorer as well. And if we can do that as well against Keon Pereira as well, then oh my god, the young bloke as well is going to have a hard time there as well, especially with Brian Kelly there as well, which his defense there, I don't reckon it's the best. It's a bit mediocre in my opinion there. Look, I'll be honest. I haven't seen much Titans game there as well on a defense there, to really judge as well. But I do know our strike power can be much more 100% complete there on the field as well, and pass the ball more to Mike Seaver as well, especially the defense. That he has improved there from last season onto now, and the high balls that he can catch there as well from the bombs there, and also from the crossover kicks as well. If we're going to give more ball to him, and a little bit of the offload, spicy work there from Hopgood as well, then I reckon we're going to be a little bit too dominant as well than what many others do believe, to make it out of. But you never know with David Fafita as well. He has scored against us before, and he kind of has a pretty good record of scoring against us here as well. So yeah, he's the man to stop as well. But with a 4-pack there, quite impressive enough. So good there in defense as well. I reckon we're going to be a little bit too good there as well in the 4-pack as well. Especially with our fitness there. The determination, that we do show there as well. When we are being pressured there on our own 10 as well. It doesn't matter if we're going to concede a penalty there as well, or either a 6 again as well. We're just going to defend, our try line there as well, as much as we can as well. But Chris Randall, he was pretty good against the Dolphins there, in the first half, which, yes, I know, the first half, funny. But, Chris Randall, he does have a few sleeves as well that Josh Hodgson still doesn't have, since, as I've been saying many times, Josh Hodgson is just an old head, retired, basic skilled hooker, that I take, in my opinion. And, I'm pretty sure the Brand Hands, at this point, we're questioning to Brett Arthur on saying why the fuck he doesn't he get the full 80 minutes as well over Josh Hodgson, and it's like I don't get it. But like with the halves as well, can Foreign step up as well on the set pieces there, or on the sets as well? We're just other one to see there with Tanner Boyd there, which he can put on a lot of good crossfoot kicks as well. and I feel like he might need to crossfield kick there to fill some as well, because like Hayes Dunter, he still has the issue there to leave out open gaps as well. And I feel like if he's going to put out the crossfield kick there for Philip Summit as well, and to find a space there, well, that's going to be a lot of issues coming our way as well on the left edge there as well on the defense. And yeah, for Billy Simonson there in the centers there, like I'm hoping he's going to do the job, and I reckon he will. I reckon his defense, it has been improving a bit, but in attack, it's not the best, because he is coming up against a very talented back line as well. Jojo Fafita as well. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, calling this as a little bit of an underrated matchup as well. But it's going to be interesting on how Simonson there is going to come up against Jojo Fafita as well. But looking what he has done, yes, his discipline, is poor. But the best thing that he has ever done for this club, especially personally for myself, dropping Jerome Luai. So that's the only thing that he will be remembered in the Hall of Fame from now until he does the job as well, and actually he doesn't cost us some poor discipline errors as well, the same way as what we did there against the Sydney Roosters as well. For now, he's a bit of a mixed bag, but he's improving a bit there in defense as well. So yeah, we'll see on how he goes. Yeah, Gutherson up against Jay Campbell there. It's probably a pretty good matchup there as well. Now, speed-wise, I reckon that Jay Campbell has much more speed compared to Gutherson there as well. The passing game, I reckon the both sides are quite interesting enough. Are pretty much even as well. But I reckon that Gutherson, he can play dummy half much more better than Jay Campbell, in my opinion, there as well. So like he can be a bit gutsy sometimes as well. But once he does, he gets the pieces as well, and he makes up it for the points as well to get on the scoreboard. For Jay Campbell, man, he's a very out of how can I say it? Like a spread out player there. He could really try to look, for his runners as well. Like he did caught as well. So yeah, he can throw out the car passes as well. He can try, to engage, on the left edge as well, and to maybe take on onto Mike Seaver as well, and to maybe try to distract him there as well, and to create the hold as well. The Sibo he loves to come in early as well. The what he did there as well against the Newcastle Knights there, when he conceded that try there against Dominic Young as well. So I'm hoping the Sivo, he can be much more careful of timing to shut down on the play that Jake Campbell is trying to do there as well. So we're going to see on how he's going to go there as well. But kicker wise, I reckon that obviously he's a little bit how you going with the rubber kicks as well, but I reckon he does the job there in my opinion, Jaden Campbell he can play a bit he can play halfback as well. You know, as we did in the past, and yeah, I reckon the Jaden Campbell he has much more like kicking skills and also options that he can try to do as well while playing a fullback as well. You know, since he's much more utilized as well, like skill wise. But you know, Gubson, he does have the strike power as well, and he can also handle way more pressure as well, especially bombs or even like tight or even like quick like grubbers or even cross for kicks as well, or even like some long punts as well that he will try to carry it on himself as well, no matter on how much he gets dragged back as well. But yeah, you know, it's going to be a little bit of an interesting one as well. I'm a little bit, you know, concerned. The Campbell can try to do to do something as well to expose a backline defense as well. But yeah, you know, Jay Campbell is another player there to shut down, and yeah, well, we're gonna see on how that's gonna go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it as well. You know, um, yeah, I'm gonna go through the head-to-head as well since I feel like I bragged on for too much as well. I don't want to I don't want to make this preview here go on for too long. So we're gonna go through the team stats as well. The team stats here. We won 12 games, but the Titans, you know, which they played 23 matches there. According to the NRL, since 2007, you know, they won 11 matches there as well, and we won 12. And the last time we played them, it was a very unconvincing win there, 26 points to 20 there, which with a little bit of controversy there, with the calls there against Junior Bollard as well, with the high tackle as well. I'm pretty sure y'all remember that moment as well, and with the whole streaker running on the field type of moment as well. And we have won 32 points to 28 as well in round one on Sunday as well, which was another lucky win as well. So I'm hoping, you know, it's not going to be the same thing, but there is a good chance that the Titans can maybe turn up and make it another close game as well, and possibly be who knows, maybe the better team. Depends, you know, if Simonson can keep his cool there as well. So yeah, that's the only thing on how the Titans are going to get through us, is that if we lose our heads there, and if we put our guards down there, you know, like early on, then that's going to be scary, man. You know, because yeah, like. Anyways, both teams they're on a winning streak as well. Yep, there's the form guy as well. Current season there as well, wins the season here by percentage there as well. We have won by 44% as well. Before wins there to 9 losses there as well. And for the Titans, well, the loss less, but I reckon this is going to be the 9th loss as well. I guarantee you, and I'm so confident, even though I shouldn't be, if we're going to shockingly, you know, concede some early points as well in the first half as well, which could give a little bit of momentum there against the Titans as well. and to maybe make the game make the game plan much more easier there as well on what Holbrook is planning up his sleeves there as well up there in Brisbane. So we'll just have to wait and see. So, but I'm hoping like we're going to go great with our air execution as well, and yeah. And for that, I'm gonna go through the tips as well. We're just going to wrap it up there as well. So, my tips there for this game as well. I'm pretty sure you've seen that in my latest tip video. In my latest tip video there as well. Go check it out if you haven't yet. I'm gonna go for the first try score as well. This is going to shock ya. If Hopgood, if he really is going to dig out there as well, on the top, on the Titans 10 there, about like maybe 4 minutes in, I reckon he can flow out a short offload there to Andrew David as well on the left there, and he'll go over for his big return there as well for us as well. It's going to be such a big moment there as well for us as well. The halftime score here is going to be I'm going to say it's going to be 18 points to 6. I'm going to go with man of the match. I'm going to go with Mitchell Moses as well. I reckon he's going to get 2 try assists as well. And his running game there is also is going to be also good as well as what he has shown there against the Newcastle Knights as well. So I'm also hoping that Dylan Brown is also going to improve much more on the night as well, especially with his side step there, and also with the rest of his foot work as well. So we're going to wait and see on how he's going to go as well, and I'm also hoping he's going to get that great combination there with Sean Lane as well. So we'll just have to wait and see on how he does as well. My anytime try score as well is going to be Mike Zivo. I'm going to go with I'm going to say the Clinton Gutherson is going to run more than 200 running meters as well. I reckon his kick return meters are really going to make himself there getting up there to 200. And my full-time score is going to be us there by 36 points to 18. I reckon the Titans can score a couple more points as well. I'm just concerned, if we can make it a perfect win as well in the second half without even scoring more than 12 points there. In my opinion, there as well, and I'm hoping we're going to score 50, but for now, I just see us scoring 36, especially with Josh Hudson there. We're just going to wait and see, man. So yeah, I'm hoping our bench there is going to show up with the same impact as well, especially with Mark Hesse, Mark Atone as well, and but I'm going to read the live chat as well, and we're going to wrap things up as well. Alright, let's see if there's anything there in the live chats. No, there is not. Well, interesting enough, there there is not. Okay, well, I reckon that's going to be it as well. For the 2023 NRL Telstra Premiership as well. For the Gold Coast Titans and also my team as well. The Premier Eels as well. If you guys did enjoy this preview as well, please give a like and subscribe here to the channel as well for more low content as well in the near future as well. And yeah, let's get off to 600 subscribers as well for the next goal as well. And yeah, I'm keen from underground, and yeah, I'm hoping we're gonna get a great win, and I'm hoping we're gonna put 50 on these cocaine buses as well, and yeah, fuck the Titans and up the mighty Eels. Anyway, lads, there's been Nash Poslow here. Take care and have a good night, and go Para! And Ange Davey will score the first of try of the match as well. I'm guarantee you, he will do it. So yeah, so keep your eyes out for that. Anyways.